Bet.
I'm gonna let DC take this one.
Gonna kick him off by Adrian cutting open that melon.
Let me spit this out first.
Where your cup at?
Welcome back to the channel. We're in this thing. We got elegant pastries. We got candy. What we got?
That's
Apple
Olivia's
juice,
deal.
Fruit.
That's what
All right,
That's Minnie Mouse.
We got a dirty plate with lasagna, and he's cutting up some kind of melon. I don't know what it is. What is that, Mark?
That's that honeydew. That's that honeydew, baby.
And we have
yellow
a
honeydew.
yellow one.
A yellow honeydew. Yeah.
we got a special guest in the house.
Who? Welcome back to the duck call room, ladies and gentlemen.
There it is. Jay Martin in the house.
Jay Mark.
Yes, sir.
guy.
Yes, sir.
I'm just over here hanging out, working Expo, and yeah, so here we go.
Have a good time.
Hey, good times.
Heck
bro.
yeah.
Well,
Well,
it's 2024.
J-Dub's taught me into dragging my boat all the way
Hey, I
over
did,
here.
and I got a dang. I gotta look out for that one.
And then
Hey,
I
when's
went-
this posting?
I don't know.
That's my famous question. Somebody comment below.
Somebody comment below when you're in
this is posting. I don't freaking know. All right, so I'll go ahead and kick it off. Can I say where we're at?
Yeah, I mean, it's
We're at the shores of Lay Lake right now, and we had a question the other day. We were at. You knew it. You thought I was about to say something else.
I'm just thinking
what you say all the
I'm
time.
already there.
I was gonna leave that alone. Don't
put me on
for this
that.
podcast.
All right, so we were on Rick and Bubba the other day. Somebody comment below if you've ever heard of Rick and Bubba, okay? Because this guy had no clue about Rick and Bubba.
There's
I
cool
don't know who
dudes
that
though.
is.
Rick and Bubba, Rick and Bubba.
I don't know who that is either.
Rick and Bubba's in the house. Is that what it is?
I didn't
That
know.
must be some Alabama. That must be a children's.
So that's Rick and
thing.
Bubba, big dog. You
Rick and
were
Bubba
on
are
Rick
cool.
and Bubba.
Yeah,
So you didn't know who they was, but they're kind of a big deal.
they seem like cool dudes. Though.
And they asked us a question. Brett, what was the question?
What actually, like, is it cool to fish all the time? Like, that's your job to just fish.
What's the unknowns that people don't know?
But what if people really don't know that, like, if they were to become a pro fisherman, what would shock them about the job that they didn't know?
A lot of poachers. in the game. I mean, a ton of
No,
them,
that wouldn't shock them. That happens every weekend on local lakes.
bruh. Well, that happens in deer hunting and
Yeah.
all that. You better
No.
not let somebody see your game cameras. If you're in a hunting club, don't show them where you going that
It's
day.
unbelievable.
Oh, I got a big one on camera. They looking at the map. Oh, he's down in the creek bottom. Next thing you know, there's a damn corn pile sitting 50 yards from your stand. Look at Colin.
Hey,
No, son, I'm just telling you.
that's probably the worst thing. To be honest with you, deer hunting is probably worse than bass fishing.
Why y'all gotta be like that?
Well, I don't know.
Why they gotta be like that?
I would not say. Okay, the only reason
Have y'all ever been duck hunting?
Okay.
is duck hunting bad.
Oh my
Public
God.
land,
Public land duck hunting. They're
Okay.
called shot chasers.
I've done that.
Shot chasers. So they hear shots and they gonna run in there to a hole.
Yeah, they'll get there late, sit at the boat ramp, listen to where all the shooters go, and come easing that way. And then when you leave, because you got your limit, they go in there and smash.
Really?
That's unbelievable.
No
Take
joke.
their pictures and do all their things. So
So that's actually
same
the
thing
deal.
y'all go
Hey,
through.
their
Except
whole-
we ain't worried about a paycheck.
Their whole
Hey,
though.
but here's the
found
thing.
Yeah.
These guys, they be checking your location hardcore.
Every
Deer
time.
hunting, they be asking you. The number one question is, where y'all got a lease at?
Hey,
I ain't telling you.
where you got? Hey, what county you in?
What county you in? What lease you at?
I'm in.
Next thing you know, they're beating on the landowners on his front door saying, "Oh, we got 20,000 for you for this lease." He gonna try to lease it out from underneath you. You ever had that happen?
Or
Unbelievable.
poach it.
Or poach it.
Or just straight poach it.
Old school poaching.
It's insane. Hunting
Alright.
is cutthroat, but the
Well,
fishing side of it is
fishing side of it
I'd
is
say
pretty bad,
fishing's
too.
worse because everything's public.
Well, that and there's money
Like, you
involved.
can't. I mean, other
There's
than private lakes.
Hunting, there ain't really like
Well,
money involved. You're not in a tournament.
Yeah.
So you
Fishing is worse because guns aren't involved.
Well, we are in Alabama, and I'm
I'm
packing.
just saying, for the most part,
packing.
in deer and duck hunting, when you walk up on somebody, there's a chance they got a weapon too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you kind of slide and be sneaky. Out here, they just come do it right in front of your face, and then
Yeah.
want to scratch gravel at the boat ramp.
Well, they do that until you sing "Chitty Chitty Bang Bang."
Hey, but the thing is, with poaching and bass fishing, there's no repercussions, man.
There
and
isn't.
that's my problem with a lot with bass fishing. Like, you can say whatever you want to say, whether it be on the internet or rumor mill. You say it to a buddy, get to another buddy, get back to you. However, whatever you want to do in tournament bass fishing, and there's zero repercussion.
There's no written rule. There's no written rule. It's just it's integrity.
Straight up.
You know.
Well, there is no integrity.
Zero,
That's the problem. Yeah, it's bad.
A lot of these boys need. Well, what we really need is to go back old school where
Put them hands on
You talk
something.
about Billy. You talk about Billy. When you see Billy,
Billy's put them hands on you. Get them hands ready.
Hey, Billy about that action.
Yeah, he chose violence.
He chose violence, and hey, I support that.
You support
I
that?
support that.
Oh, violence.
That's the old school. This
That
right
was
here,
the
though.
funniest thing ever. So what you do is you pull up. This is what you do. You pull up. You say, look, man, I do know two things. I don't want to choose violence, but I don't want to lose. So I'm just trying to beat around the bush and tell you I ain't going to lose. So I'm choosing violence today. Yeah, that's it. I'm going to ram your
Straight up.
straight through the middle of it. All right, let's get back to the subject. Anyway, meanwhile, back at the pond. Yeah. So the unknowns about bass fishing, fishing as a professional. I'll say this as a disclaimer: we are all out here living our dream. It is a super blessing. God's been good to us. Been good to Martin over there.
What?
Hey, we also bring the
Yes,
duck hunter
sir.
side.
The greatest.
So it
Absolutely.
extends there
Hey,
too.
I'm a professional fisherman.
Yeah, you are.
I get paid for fishing.
You do.
Yes,
I
sir.
just don't fish tournaments. Y'all do
That's
the hard
exactly
way.
right. Oh, well, yeah. So,
I still get to go fish a pond, and it's cool.
So the unknowns about bass
fire
fishing
pond.
as a pro, I would say, I'm just gonna kick it off. Number one, it costs a lot.
Costs a lot.
It costs a lot. It does. We have to bring that up.
I think
Is that the
we joke
unknown?
around. We joke around all the time that we're full-time truckers, part-time fishermen. We drive more than we do anything.
I'm gonna give y'all a little quick
I agree
update
with that.
about how much it costs in gas a year. Now this ain't just me. This is all of us. Last year I did my
Imagine if you're from
I did.
California or in Jersey.
Yeah, I did my taxes last year. I spent.
You guys should pay taxes.
You're crazy. Hey, don't get me started on Uncle
I
Sam.
thought you were trying to get out of there.
Yeah, don't get me started on them. They got the IRS coming to get me.
Can't dodge him, bro.
There he is.
Yeah. Last year I spent. I think it was. If I ain't mistaken, it was like $26,000 on gas. $26,000.
Hey, you do know this too. To sort of, I mean, if you're a professional bass angler, there's like a road tax. You can take 40 cents. I think it's a gallon off your taxes that you burn on the water. So like, if you take that, so anything you,
Hey,
if
you
you
tell my
separate,
tax man that.
you need to know that. Yeah. Just a heads up for anybody out there.
Yeah, 100%.
Little baby loophole.
It is. So no, it's not a loophole. It's
Not
just
a loophole, but I'm just
there's
saying,
40
yeah.
cents per gallon. It depends on which state you get it at, but that's 40 cents per gallon that you actually have to pay taxes on per that state a lot of times.
Gas tax.
Gas tax.
Yeah.
Per the roadway tax, basically.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm
If
gonna give you
burn
a
it
cold
on
fact.
the water, it's not a roadway.
So check this out. What you don't understand
We
is,
burned both.
hey, you ready? You when you buy the gas, you pay tax on it. And then you get taxed on what you spend also, and then they tax you. Yeah, it's unbelievable.
You just gonna get taxed, bro.
You getting taxed.
Straight
So
up.
anyway, it costs a
Unless
lot.
you got Mark's account. Mark's got to go.
Oh my
Look,
gosh!
next.
Hook me up.
Hey, shout out my boy Ben Hetrick. And a few of y'all know Ben. You know Ben.
I need to get to know Ben.
Hey, Ben is the guy.
Yeah, he
Straight
is.
up. Best tax guy or all right.
Gas super high. We pay entry fees.
How much?
If you really want to get down nitty gritty,
Yeah, what we pay?
$5,700 per tournament
Times 7.
times 7.
No, but then team series.
we got a team series and then heavy hitters, and then we
Yeah,
got
Red
Red Crest.
So
you
they're all
factor in-
non-entry fee events.
Yeah.
But the cost of it is astronomical. It's a lot.
Crazy.
It is. It's.
Okay. That's right.
That's the most depressing thing I've ever said. Let's just start it off just negative as can be.
Okay.
Let's talk about the real
Let's reel
realities.
this in.
The real realities, other than money.
Other than
about
money,
fishing.
other than it costing an arm and a leg, and there's grass, and there's this, and there's that, and everything else.
Time away from home.
time away from home is a big deal.
Yes.
Especially
All
with family.
talk
Hey,
to
hey,
him.
pretty soon, once you pop that boy out, it's gonna
It's
be
even worse.
I'm gonna be
It
crying.
is.
So sorry.
Dog.
Before we
It's
even,
so hard leaving
All
the family,
all
dude.
It is.
Tough.
It's crazy.
It's insanely hard.
Tough.
Talk to me about the time away.
All right.
Because you stay away more than anybody.
I hope my wife's not watching this right now.
Don't worry. She's
I
listening.
mean,
She's
look,
right there.
at the end of the day, you know, it's tough, man. You gotta be present when you're home, and you gotta be gone when you're gone. Is the only way to do it. The correct way for me, only. It's the only way I can focus. So my kids, my wife, they make the ultimate sacrifice. They have, like, you have to think about it this way. Like, a lot of our, like, you know, Adrian has two. Our wives are single mothers
For sure.
for half the year. You know, 3/4 of the year.
3/4.
I mean, that's it's the facts. So you have to have a strong woman at home. You got to have they got to be on top of it. And, I mean, that's a big part. I mean, that's a big part of it, though.
Yeah.
It is.
The hardest part is kind of what you said, though, is to be able to shut off. Like, you guys know.
I can't.
Like,
It's
dude, it
hard.
is so hard. You get home, and your brain's still moving a million miles an hour, you know.
You don't ever stop.
You spitting them in a cup?
No,
Where's your cup at?
No.
Look, Dustin just saw what I saw. I just want y'all to look at the table. I did a terrible job. Y'all got cupcakes. You got, what is that? Magic
Hey,
sprinkles.
pass that melon too.
You
by the way.
got,
Dude, she
y'all
fired.
got a lot of stuff
It's
going on
really
this table.
good.
I don't really care.
No, Adrian.
Here, take him first.
And don't comment on our
Juicy.
trophy. It's a good trophy.
Juice cups, a house slipper. Like, we just got a whole lot of stuff.
we
going
got a
on.
lot of stuff
Really
going on.
good.
Right
We do.
A buff.
It is tough being away from home.
All right. Let's hear it this way. Okay, so that's one thing. What,
Where are
Mark,
we going at?
What's the next thing?
Hit me with the
What's
question one more time.
All right. What would people?
What's the
at home-
downsides about being a pro angler?
I don't know about downside.
Not
That's too
downside.
negative. That's too negative.
Listen, if someone, right, was granted their wish, all right, you're a pro angler today.
Yeah.
That's what everybody wants to do. You're a pro angler today, right?
Yeah.
What would they be shocked to realize the job entails?
Yes.
Oh, well, number one that we haven't talked about is like we bass fish, but the majority of the bass fishing isn't our profession. Yeah, you got to catch them, but look how many guys catch them and they have no social media presence. They don't do the YouTube. They don't do these podcasts. They don't have an Instagram, Facebook. They've been slacking on that. I think that's the biggest thing with this sport is you have to market yourself. You know, and you guys do some of the best job in our industry, and I feel like it shows. You know, and I feel like the average kid probably doesn't really know that.
It ain't all about just reeling in a bass.
No.
I think you have to reel in a bass, though. To be fair,
Yeah, you do.
You do.
To be super
You gotta
successful.
Be relevant. Yeah.
Yeah, it's part of
So, like, if you catch them, you can be only so successful. And this is like, so Dave Washburn now at MLF was like, when I was like starting, he said, look, there's two tournaments out there in bass. There's a tournament on the water and there's a tournament off the water. If you can win one, you're going to do good in life no matter what. If you can win both, that's how you separate yourself in this game. That's the best advice that I've ever been given because it's like, wow, like I have to do more than just win the tournament on the water. That's a tournament that I think about every single day, but the tournament off the water is very, very, very valuable.
You hiding them?
No, that's facts. Yeah, I think a lot of people don't realize that. When I say a lot of people, the young anglers out there, right? The youngsters, 12, 13, 14, these kids, they see us and it's so easy to inspire to want to do that, right? I want to be a professional duck hunter, like Justin. And it doesn't matter the industry. In this day and age, the social media presence is at an all-time high. I would even go out on a limb to say this: there could be an angler or a hunter out there that really ain't that great fishing wise, right? Does just enough to make it, let's say, right? But he kills the game social media wise.
Yeah.
That individual can be a successful full-time hunter and or professional bass fisherman and make a decent living at it and can do it for several years.
Yeah.
Now, will he be, longevity? Because these youngsters coming up are so good, he might get outfished and get put out. But for a good duration of time, if you make it a grade, you can make a good living. if you
Yeah.
put that work in.
There you
Yeah, I
go.
agree.
But nobody talks about it.
I agree with
It's
that.
all about work. But
All right, Martin, I want to hear it.
J Mark.
What do we not know about duck hunting? I'll reverse this because obviously you do the fishing side too, but you a bad boy on them ducks. So like I gotta see that firsthand.
what you wouldn't expect?
What would you not expect on the duck hunting side of things? Professional duck hunter. What's one thing would a hunter that wants to be a professional duck hunter not expect?
The fact that you have to wake up and go duck hunting.
Yeah.
You no longer get to. You
Yeah.
have to.
Yep.
If you want to
Great.
stay
That's a good
at the
one.
top
Right.
of your game, if you want to stay relevant,
That's very
if you
good.
want to do all the things, you don't get to feel like crap and roll over and hit the snooze button.
Yeah, because there's days you go out and you know you're not going to see crap, but you still have to go.
Jacob Wheeler showed up at my house the day before Thanksgiving this year. Weather, trash. Birds, trash. And he said, I want to go duck hunting. And I'm like, okay.
Sure.
I have
Okay.
time.
Okay. And so we woke up and went duck hunting. He had a great time.
I had
which
a
is
10 out of
which is
10.
fine. But the last thing I wanted to do that day, because I had already like planned my week. I was like, Jacob and Alicia are stopping by. I don't have to go that more. You know, I got a reason now. I got people in to entertain. And then he showed up. He said, "We going?" And I'm like, God almighty. To steal a word from DC. I was like, but I can't say no because it's what I do for a living. So I was like, yeah, let's go, whatever. But that's the biggest thing is not being able to take a day off. Like, and for us, it's different because we have 60 days in Louisiana. Now, the other states are weird, so you can stretch it to 100, 120 if you want to. I used to do that crap. I don't anymore. It's about 75 days is what I spend chasing them now. But
So how many days will you go out of, say, a 75-day season? Like
No,
how many days?
I'll hunt about 75 days a year.
Okay.
So,
So
that's
out of
counting
100 that you could,
out
75.
of 100 or so, I no longer. I refuse to hunt in rain. I will not hunt in the rain. I won't do it.
They just not fly?
No, it's actually some of the best duck hunting days you can
Everybody
have.
says it's bomb when it's raining.
But I can't film it because I'm going to trash my equipment. I can't get anything out of it. And where if I wait till tomorrow and the sun comes out and I kill that duck, he's way more valuable than if I go kill him and there's no documentation of it.
Question.
I look at it as straight business now, like that, and that's kind of a sad thing because I absolutely do love duck hunting, but y'all do it with fishing too.
Yeah.
It is just strictly business.
That's it.
Like
this is
strictly business decisions. Every decision y'all make on the water is a business decision.
It is, but it's more competition driven. Like
Well,
ours is like-
y'all do have that aspect of it too,
That's
but you know,
competitive.
we have a little competition.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
we won't smash y'all.
I'm gonna be
Yeah.
honest. Like it's not
And-
that fun out there in a tournament. Like
No,
I'm
I
not
couldn't
having
imagine.
fun.
I
like
have-
it's like pressure. Like
it's
I'm.
I'm not gonna say it's not
Straight
fun,
up,
it's
that's every
stressful.
fish counts. And Mark and I talked about it. We don't even need
Don't
to get
even
in on
get me
this,
on that.
but that's that format. It's just so much freaking pressure,
My.
dude.
When you start hearing that, dude,
I'm
I'm
telling
stressed
you.
out. Dude, I don't talk.
So like, can we talk about today?
Yeah,
Like,
hell
whatever
yeah.
you
like
wanna do.
today, this is why we posted after. I don't know when, but whatever. I had a terrible day. Right,
Day one.
day one, Red Crest, and it's impossible to ease my mind to just chill and go do what I think might work or whatever when my man's sitting down there looking at that iPad and he can't help himself because he's bored because you ain't catching nothing, right?
Score tracker update.
Hey, score tracker update. Score tracker update. Score tracker update. Guys, dang, listen to this update. This boy did call 7 of them. And I'm like, bro, I'm trying to think for just a moment.
Yup.
Just give me 5 minutes.
And you're out there trying to throw a wacky worm, going down the bank,
Going down the
fishing
bank.
slow.
Hey, you
Give
be
it up.
mocking my guy. He be
I'm
hitting you
going-
with score. You be like, score tracker update.
I'm like,
Score tracker
golly.
update.
I had to tell my man. Now, my man today wasn't terrible, but I have had these officials in the past where they want to let you know every fish that's caught, and I'm like, big dog,
Hey, I'm good.
let me breathe.
I'm good.
See, I want to know the first period.
Every single one.
Hey, and that's
Every single one.
J-Dub, and that's great for you, bro. That is awesome.
I want to know.
By you, bro.
I ain't trying to know all that.
There's a lot of information in that though.
There is.
There is.
There is.
There surely there is. And
Yeah.
and
But-
there are
and
times
then
when
one
I
thing-
want to know too.
There's also times that you'll have lulls and they'll be like no people catching anything, and they're just not biting. So you know, like, probably not the time to go to my best stretch. And all of a
That's it.
sudden,
It's all.
it'll go bing, 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 and you'll hear that dang score tracker hit. Whoop, whoop, my best stretch by day. Bop, 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 bop. Hey, Biden. You can utilize it to your advantage.
Sure, no, you 100% can. I'm not saying you can't. It's a tool at the end of the day.
But it's a mother.
God almighty. Are we leaving that
was a
out?
hard one.
Did you put a bleed?
Hey, that was a hard one.
That was a stretch out.
Hey, that one came from the soul.
That
Did
one
you
had
just
a
hit?
hard R. in it.
It did.
Yeah, that didn't end in an 8.
No.
I hope you hit.
I hope I did.
Hey,
Now hit that horn. It's like,
You had to hit a big beat for
I
that
had to get one. I had to get one of them.
You gotta get
When
one.
you ain't catching nothing and you hit that score tracker, it does
Oh,
suck.
big dog.
oh my God.
That's all I'm saying. So you
I'm
go to
proud of you. You hit one.
Huh?
You finally hit one on the
He hit
podcast.
one.
He hit
Yeah,
him
a
one, boy.
big one.
God almighty.
We went on a tangent.
All right, well, we went on tangent. Where we at on time?
We're good.
Okay, well, I'll just say this. The pressures of pro bass fishing is real. Imagine this. I'll just say this. Imagine this. Imagine you got a wife that's pregnant. You got bills due. You got pressures of not being home. You need to go pre-practice next week. You ain't been home in 3 weeks. You got family functions. I mean, I've missed funerals. I've missed birthdays. You name it. Like, I had my aunt passed away, a week or two ago, and I wasn't able to be there. And it's just like there's so many sacrifices to doing what we do. Then y'all all know it, but I don't think everybody at home knows. Like, everybody just thinks it's all peaches and cream, and the biggest one, I gotta throw a few people under the bus right here. Y'all have heard it. I hope y'all have never said it, but whenever you go out there fishing and they see somebody fishing for a living, and they're like, they hit you with that, must be nice.
They love it. They love it.
My number one comment, yeah, it was real nice when I went broke trying to do this. Sacrificed my whole, like, I could have had children if it wasn't for fishing. Like I literally have sacrificed so much time, and I literally just devoted my whole life to the sport, and y'all have too. And like, so many days away. Must be nice. Well,
They don't get
come
it.
on out here.
You miss a lot of first.
Yes.
And you get the videos from your wife, and you're like, well, that'd have been cool.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
you know.
FaceTime ain't the same.
Here I am doing this.
And
Which,
it's-
thank God for FaceTime.
Yeah, for sure.
It's
That is
so
true.
hard. I think this goes
But
with
you just-
any-
Which you don't know until you,
Dude, I'm telling you.
You're
It's
about to
unbelievable.
you're
find
gonna
out.
find out where
It's
you
gonna
are.
be so awesome, dude. It's honestly the best thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah.
That's
When
amazing.
you get the call
That's
from
amazing.
Nick, and he says he just said Dada,
Dad.
but you weren't there. But I mean, then it's like, well, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, really sucks. So
Is
but-
it tough for y'all? Like, I'm gonna say this. It is for me.
Yes, we've got twins. Yes. I don't know what this was.
The question went with like mentally.
Toughy.
Is it tough for y'all when y'all are on the road? Like, you're so focused in on your game and you're trying to stay focused on fishing. Is it hard to come home and turn fishing off?
sure.
It is for me.
For sure.
Martin, is it?
Honestly,
Oh, yeah.
so I noticed that a little bit honestly this week. So this is the first time that my family's actually came here to Redcrest, right?
Uh-huh.
And in practice, it's nice to have them here and to have their support, but it takes away from your practice and your because you get back, you want to process stuff. We have iPads and
You're looking at
units
maps,
and looking
you're
at maps.
thinking about how you're gonna
trying
prep.
to strategically
Yeah.
plan out the week, but then you come back and you got a daughter sitting here waiting at the door for you to come in and just wants love and wants attention.
Yep.
And it's hard to give that to them, And I
Very
think so. I
difficult.
think coming in maybe during the tournament is the move.
Yeah.
Whenever,
We have a little more time
we do.
after that.
Yeah.
It's over 4 o'clock or tackle.
But it's hard. It's hard to turn off, man.
Yeah, it's a
It really
toughie.
is.
I have a rule at the house. Like when I get home, I take my phone, lay it face down, because that's the one that gets me. Like
Yeah.
with all the hunting and everything, I turn it face down and I don't go get it again. And Jacob tell you, because he called me and he's like, He called me 3 times. I'll call him back at like 7:05.
Yeah.
Boys go down at
Martin does a
7
really good job of that.
o'clock.
That's it.
And I just lay it
I gotta
face down and
attest to
walk
that.
away from it.
And your wife's owed that. You know,
Yeah.
you got to be fair to them.
Yeah,
you got
because
you got to
she's been
have
with
that.
them all
Oh, dude.
you know.
And I'm telling you, we complain about fishing for a day. I watched Charlotte for a whole day, and I'm like, gosh, dang, I go fishing for 15 hours a day to say, dude, it's hard, man. Them kids are
Oh,
tough,
brother.
Oh,
dude.
tough.
Sir.
And they know how to play the game.
They do.
They know how to do.
Hey, I didn't know blowouts was a real thing.
Oh, bro.
Well, you better find out, boy.
Wait till you wipe it out from under their chin. You're like, how did it get
On
there?
the commercials, they ain't even novice about it. They just say no more blowouts. I'm like,
Yeah.
is that a real thing? They
They
actually
say-
blow out?
Oh, does it blow out?
I don't know that it blows out more than it blows up.
Yeah, it generally goes
Up the
up the back.
Oh, up the back.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll just look over there and you're like, how did you get
Hey,
through there?
DC, you got a lot, boy. You in for some experiences.
Yeah, life about to get wild, but it's the best kind of wild.
They're pee in your
Yeah.
face.
Oh yeah, they pissed all over me.
That's a blessing.
Look, they can piss backwards.
That's a
Like
blessing.
my prostate ain't worked like that in years. Like, I mean,
What a day.
they laying on the table and they can hit something straight behind them. It's wild.
Unbelievable. They doing tricks on that thing.
Like that.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Oh,
it makes me long for my youth.
Yeah.
Instead, I'm just trying to feel my shoes.
Hey, we're at the age you just dribbles now.
Hey, stop the dribble.
Yeah, take a half Viagra just so you don't
I'll be
feel
getting in there like posting up, waiting around. All right, we're gonna keep y'all waiting no longer. We're gonna end this thing out, but I appreciate y'all tuning in. Y'all go like my guys, Adrian, all the guys. Martin, I appreciate you.
Yeah.
Appreciate you coming.
glad to
Hey,
be
drop,
here.
drop your channel one time, Martin. So that in case for the hunters out there, if y'all want to watch some dope hunting
Yes.
content, my
Yeah,
guy,
and some really good pond fishing.
and some really good
Hey, he
pond
reels some dang ponds.
Hey, you sure to go on those
ponds you got are
podcasts.
incredible, dude.
Yeah.
It's so good.
I just live to be Bill Dance. That's it.
That's it.
Nothing wrong with it, bro.
That's the next deal.
All right, y'all. Appreciate you tuning in. Until next time, y'all like, subscribe. We'll see you.